Hey guys, it's RivaThames, and today I'm going to be talking about something a bit different on my channel, and it's going to be a part 2 to missed opportunities. Now, in the first missed opportunities, I talked about how DICE can make use of stuff that's already in the game. For example, bringing over some maps from the campaign into multiplayer, and some skins that I think would be a great addition from the first game. But in today's video, I'm going to focus on skins and appearances. And by this I mean simple additions that I think DICE can make use of, stuff that's already in the game, and just overall give some suggestions on how to make a more engaging live service. Now in this video, I'm going to be talking about some kinds of simple skins to add to the game. And by simple, I don't mean by any means that it's going to be a walk in the park to create in like 5 minutes. I'm talking about how a simple addition can be made to skins originally in the game and ultimately turn them into something new that can be obtained through credits. Because Ben Walk recently said that the team who works towards the future heroes also work on the skins in this game. So it's kind of like, which one would you prefer the more work goes into? And for me, it's got to be the future heroes, but at the moment, these skins is what's keeping me engaged and working towards, it feels like I'm working towards something in the game right now. If it wasn't for the skins, then there wouldn't be much reason to play the game. So I think there should be more frequent skins added into the game, so this is my idea of how it can be done. So let's start off with Finn. Now I made a video about Finn yesterday that I've been using him a lot recently. And I've been looking into it, and he has a lot of potential for appearances in the game. Just by simply taking off Poe's jacket from Finn in this Last Jedi skin, he will have an entirely new skin basically. Under this jacket he has a shirt on, and this shirt is seen when he's trying to take down the First Order at the end of The Last Jedi on Crate. This is a skin that I can see a lot of people enjoying because it's for Finn. A lot of players kind of want skins for the lightsaber heroes and the more cooler looking heroes, but to have something for Finn I think would be great. Definitely something I would want to work towards. I could see this being around maybe a rare skin, or go ahead and throw it in as an epic. I'm completely down with anything, just as long as these kind of underappreciated heroes kind of get some skins as well. In the UK, it's been pretty hot here for a couple months, so we're going to be taking off some more jackets, and the next one is going to be for Rey. Now, take off Rey's Arcto, kind of overcoat, and you get an entirely new appearance of Rey. I understand that the modelling underneath the jackets and these overcoats of the heroes right now might not be as polished, and they'll probably be out of proportion to what would actually be a good skin to release. But I think it will take a lot less work than creating something entirely new, such as Finn with the First Order officer disguise. Something like that would be a lot more work than just simply taking off a jacket and maybe remodeling some sleeves for him. But same thing applies to Rey. As you can see, if you take off the jacket, it looks like she's got a completely new appearance, and like I said, it's not really something major, but it's something that would hopefully encourage us to earn more credits and play to work towards these new skins. Taking off another jacket, technically a robe, but it can be Yoda. Now, Yaddle has been seen in Revenge of the Sith, where he loses out to Sidious and his robe falls off. And you can see he's just in his standards, brown kind of outfit, I guess. And a mod was actually made for this a while ago for Battlefront 2, and you can see that there's kind of a clipping, and the forearms of Yoda isn't really polished as well. But you can just see how cool of a skin this would be. I would be happy to pay 20,000 credits for this at rare rarity. I think it'd be awesome. Let me know if you guys would like this skin. Another simple addition, but definitely something I can see the community getting behind. Now, instead of taking off a jacket, let's take off a hood. Let's take the normal Kylo Ren and take his hood off. So he still has his helmet on, but without his hood. This was made a mod early on in the game. As soon as the modding tools actually released for Battlefront 2, this was originally a mod. And it looks brilliant. This is a skin I can see many people getting behind because it is how we see Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens a lot of the time. And to be able to play as that variation of Kylo would be really cool. Definitely a skin I'd like to see. And, you know, I believe all of what I've said so far, I can see the community wanting to get involved with. Next, we're going to talk about helmets. And like I said with Kylo, keep the helmet on, take the hood off. What if you could have the option to take the helmet off of Bosch Leia? And in the Return of the Jedi, we can see Leia taking off the helmet to her disguise when she finally releases Han from the carbonite. Spoilers. But you can see that I think this would be a great option for Leia. You know, it's a Bosch Leia and the voice lines is what makes it legendary. So to take off the helmet would originally give Leia her normal voice back, which then could be put at an epic level skin. I think it's a great way to make use of a well-made skin such as Bosch Leia and then turn it into a new skin just by simply removing the helmet. I think this would be a great addition to the game and something to really feel immersive in Star Wars, especially on Jabba's palace. Now a break from the hero skins and stuff for a while, we're going to go into the campaign once again. And in the campaign I said in my previous missed opportunities video that there is so much honestly missed opportunities that would work perfectly in multiplayer for me. For example, Iden has a Stormtrooper variant skin. And I understand that this mission was actually set in the time Iden was actually a rebel, and she's using that Stormtrooper to act as a disguise. But if you just take that away for a second, you know, just picture Iden as a Stormtrooper on the Battlefront. Without the helmet, it would be easy to distinguish her from the normal standard Assault Trooper, and I think it would be great. You know, having a third skin for Iden would be awesome. Kind of add some variety and some color variation to Iden as well. Something that I think would be really cool. Definitely something I want to see, and as we can see in the campaign, it's already been made, so hopefully can we bring it over to multiplayer. Also, the X-Wing pilot. Now the X-Wing pilot was actually in the first Battlefront made by EA and DICE, and this skin was loved by so many. It released with the Death Star DLC, and personally I was so overwhelmed to be able to grind for this and finally earn it. This is all throughout the campaign. Even in the first mission you can see people running around with X-Wing pilot outfits, and I believe this appearance needs to be in the game. It's something that so many people would want to get because it's orange. I mean, come on, that's like the whole point of customization, to look different to everyone else. And I'm not too sure about the canon behind this outfit, but it's a black X-Wing suit on Del Meeko when he's in the rebellion. I think this looks amazing. If I was an Assault Trooper and I had the option to buy a black X-Wing attire for my character, I would pay honestly an epic or even a legendary rarity for this. I would put all my credits towards something like this, as I think it just looks awesome. Something that again has already been modeled and created for Del himself, so why not import it and bring it over to the multiplayer. On the topic of Battlefront 1, there's a lot of skins in there that haven't been brought over, which is, you know, it's understandable. Sometimes when you make a sequel to a game you can't bring everything over, some things have to get scrapped. But in terms of skins, I think it's perfectly fine. To have the Bespin Wingard, now that we've had Bespin return to the game, why not bring in the Bespin Wingard as well? It's something to work towards, something to look different on the Battlefront. Again, with the Shock Trooper, the Death Star Trooper, Cybernetic Female, all of these skins I think would be great in the game. You know, just release them maybe a week between each other. I think it would be great to lead up to the Clone Wars skins in August. And also the pauldrons. What if you could spend maybe 10 to 20,000 credits customizing the color of your pauldron on your Heavy Trooper, for example? Maybe even add one onto the First Order Stormtroopers. You could customize your pauldron on there. A lot of things could be possible, and we could see it was possible in Battlefront 1, and I think this would be a great new addition to again implement back into the game to help players feel more engaged and kind of personality to their own character. Now back on the topic of Finn, this was a original promotional image for Finn when he was releasing with the Last Jedi DLC. And we can see that this is the Force Awakens Finn. He's wearing his crash site kind of attire where he crashes down in the TIE fighter and he can't find Poe. So he puts his jacket on. If this was originally a promotional image, then surely there might have been some kind of consideration to make this a skin for Finn. And even if it wasn't, I still think it should be a consideration. The jacket for Poe has already been made. All you need to do is kind of remove the scar from the back. I know I'm saying like it's really easy, but that's not my intention. I'm just saying I think it would be a great addition to have for Finn, to have a kind of underneath black crash site outfit, you know, with and without the jacket. That's 2 skins straight away. So creating one, then adding an originally made asset back onto that skin has just made you 2 skins. And like I said in the beginning, taking off the jacket of the Last Jedi Finn will give you another one. Like I said, I understand it may not be as polished as the game or the developers may like, but it's something I think could be considered, as it's very simple, it's a lot more achievable than creating robot legs for Darth Maul, for example. But on the topic of Darth Maul, I'm sure we can all agree that we want a hooded variation of him and Luke Skywalker. Now this is something that is going to take more time, obviously, because, you know, it's going to be a personalized hood for them, maybe a new robe. So I can understand why they may not have been released into the game yet, and more so focused on General Grievous and Obi-Wan. But still, the skins I've mentioned in this video, I believe, with all due respect, that they wouldn't be as hard to create as Bausch Leia was, for example. Just simple additions and simple taking something off of an original skin would just bring so much more to the game and so much more variety into the customization menus. I think maybe every week or every couple weeks, maybe in between that month, maybe a couple skins can be released to say that, you know, here's our 2 new skins, work towards them, then maybe after that, the next 2 weeks, here are another 2 skins. I've mentioned around 20 appearances, very basic appearances. Like I said, not my intention to say they're basically made, but pretty much basic appearance that can influence and just broaden the customization menus and variety. But that's basically it for the video. I just wanted to get these ideas out of original stuff that's in the game, stuff and assets that's already been created that can be further implemented in creating more and more appearances for the game without having to put as much effort into as, you know, new skins. So let me know if you enjoyed this video, let me know if you agree with my ideas. If you do, leave a like. It's been Riva, and I'll see you in the next video.